Here I am logged into the HashiCorp Cloud platform, and I'll select HCP Vault Radar from the menu. The first thing that I see once I'm in is an overview dashboard with the latest scan results from all my managed data sources. The information is categorized and ranked based on level of risk. So as an AppSec team member, I can quickly see where I might have issues so that I can follow up and take action. Radar also supports a large number of data sources. In addition to what you see here, you can connect to and scan other sources like Amazon S3, Docker images, or Terraform Cloud in Enterprise. I'll quickly walk you through the steps to connect to a new data source and then perform that first scan. First, I'll enter the organization, and I'm going to connect to GitHub Cloud. And then you can generate a GitHub token here if you don't have one, or go ahead and paste in your access token. Next, I can select to scan all the repositories or individual repositories that I want to select. I only have one here, and so I'm just going to scan all. And then once I click Finish, Vault Radar will start scanning that data source. I'm not going to at this point. I'll go ahead and cancel out because I've got plenty of repositories and data to work with. In addition to several GitHub repositories, I'm also scanning and managing a number of repositories that are running on premises. For these repositories, I chose to use my CLI or command line interface tool. After scanning these on-prem resources, my results automatically uploaded to HCP Vault Radar's UI for a consolidated view. When I click Events, then scroll down to Scanning Method, I can select CLI to only see the results of my on-premise resource scans. When I click on this event from my Confluence server, I'm taken directly to the page in Confluence where I can see a secret is exposed. Vault can also be scanned to create a data reference, so you can compare or correlate those managed secrets with unsecure secrets you discover in your scan. To see those results, select the Managed by Vault filtering option. With that information, I can remediate the problem by removing the secret from Confluence and rotating the managed secret in Vault. If the secret was not managed, I can add the secret to Vault so it can be managed and then remove it from Confluence. The next important step in my workflow is to enable a smooth handoff of scan results with the right dev teams for follow-up and remediation. I can see my world's best web app repository needs attention. By leveraging the HCP group capability, I can apply the right permissions via ABAC and RBAC to users that I'll call repo owners. Once I do this, these repo owners will be able to access HCP Vault Radar and only see the scan results for the repositories so they can remediate any issues. So at the org level, I'm going to go to Groups under Access Control, where I can see users that have already been invited to join the org and accepted. So I can add the appropriate users after I create my new group. I'm going to call it Team D. Give it a description. Then I can click Create Group to create that new group. Next, I'll add group members and add my 2 repo owners from World's Best Web App. Once that's done, I'll go to Projects, and I'm going to select the Vault Radar demo project where I want to add the new group. So do the same thing here, go to Access Control at the project level. And then I'm going to add the new group that I created to this project, which is Team D. And then I'm going to assign the role to that group, which is going to be project contributor. And that will limit these repo owners to just the repo that they should be managing. And then we'll jump back into resources in Vault Radar. And on this page, I can click on World's Best Web App. And then I can assign this Team D with the users with the right permissions to that resource. And there you see it, Team D in the column. HCP Vault Radar also provides integrations to route events that are generated to messaging, ticketing, and incident management tools. For example, Slack integration gives you real-time notification when someone tries to commit code with an exposed secret. And I'll show you how to configure that. First, I'll give it a name. I'm setting up a new connection. Then I'm going to use my Slack token that I already have to make that secure connection. Then the next thing I do is create a subscription. I'll give it a name. And then I can apply a filter to those alerts. Filters capture the events that are sent to the subscription, and you can use a default filter or create a custom one on the events page. I'm just going to use the default all events here. And then I'll select that connection I created. And then the last thing I need to do is enter the Slack channel where I want those alerts to show up. And then click Test and Save. And there we have it, it's created. Another powerful sprawl prevention capability is the pull request check. With this enabled, every pull request from monitored repositories is checked for exposed secrets. It's currently set to notify, but you can also set it to automatically block the PR from being merged. Also note there's a Radar app that gets installed on the GitHub repository to support the PR check capability, and I've already done this. Once I have this configured, I'll jump over to my cat generator repository and generate a pull request after I've uploaded a new file that contains a secret that we don't want exposed. As soon as I create the pull request, you can see Vault Radar begin to scan. And it finds the exposed secret. Here I can see details of what was found, the file path, found at the tip of the branch. And then I can click on the link to actually look at the secret where it was discovered. And since I configured Slack for notifications, I can jump over there and see a notification triggered by this event in the Vault Radar channel. At the top of it, there's a link to the event in HCP Vault Radar. So I can click that link to get the details of the who, when, and where of this exposed secret to triage it. At this point, I can mark it as triaged and then follow up with the owner to ensure they remediate the issue. There's a lot more to show if we had more time, but this gives you an idea of what your end-to-end workflow can look like using HCP Vault Radar when you're trying to find, manage, and prevent secret sprawl in your environments.